The moment of betrayal. History remembers heroes. It remembers conquerors, kings, and empires. But history is often shaped not by strength, but by betrayal. One whispered secret, one unlocked gate, one trusted man who chose ambition over loyalty. Tonight, we uncover an ancient betrayal so devastating that it shattered an empire believed to be unbreakable. A betrayal that altered the course of history forever. This is not a myth. This is not a legend. This is the true story of how the Persian Empire fell from the inside. Part 1. The Greatest Empire on Earth. In the 6th century BCE, the Persian Empire stretched farther than any empire before it. From the Indus Valley in the east to the shores of the Mediterranean in the west. Its roads were unmatched, its armies unstoppable, its king feared across the known world. At its center ruled Darius III, King of Kings. The empire seemed eternal. But empires do not fall only by invasion. They fall when loyalty cracks. And inside the Persian court, a silent fracture was already spreading. Part 2. The shadow inside the palace. Among the nobles of Persia was a man trusted above most. Bessus, a powerful satrap and close relative of the royal bloodline. He commanded armies. He governed provinces. He had access to secrets no outsider ever could. But beneath his loyalty burned ambition. When a young Macedonian king named Alexander began marching east, Bessus did not see a threat. He saw an opportunity, an empire shaken by defeat, and a throne waiting to be claimed. Part 3. Alexander's invasion. Alexander the Great crossed into Persian territory in 334 BCE. Against him stood the largest army the world had ever seen. Yet battle after battle, Persia fell. At Issus, then Gaugamela, the impossible happened. The Persian army broke. Darius III fled, and in his escape, he placed his trust in the wrong man. Part 4. The Betrayal. As Darius retreated east, Bessus rode beside him. But the king was no longer powerful. He was vulnerable. In the darkness of the desert, far from loyal eyes, Bessus made his move. Darius was seized, bound, left wounded on a deserted road. When Alexander arrived, he found the Persian king dying. The King of Kings, abandoned by his own blood. Bessus declared himself Artaxerxes V, claiming the throne through betrayal. But he underestimated one thing: Alexander's revenge. Part 5. Alexander's revenge. Instead of celebrating, Alexander was furious. He honored Darius with a royal burial. Then he swore vengeance. Bessus fled east, believing his power would protect him. But betrayal leaves a trail. Alexander hunted him across deserts and mountains. When Bessus was finally captured, there was no mercy. He was stripped, tortured, executed in Persian tradition. A traitor punished by the very empire he betrayed. Part 6. The Fall of an Empire. With Darius dead, the Persian Empire collapsed. Cities surrendered without battle. Satraps switched sides. Resistance faded. The empire didn't fall because of Alexander's army alone. It fell because its heart had already been broken. One betrayal destroyed centuries of rule. Alexander did not just conquer Persia. He inherited it. The lesson of betrayal. Empires rise through strength, but they fall through weakness within. Bessus gained nothing, no legacy, no kingdom, only a name remembered for treachery. History teaches us this: the greatest danger to any empire is not the enemy at the gates. but the traitor inside the palace.